Alright, what's up everybody? It's Joe from JLW Games coming at you with another cool video. We're back with revisiting the RCT series, and today we are back in the third game, Roller Coaster Tycoon 3. I am playing Roller Coaster Tycoon 3, the complete edition that is through Epic Games, which I did pick up when it was free. So otherwise I would have to bring out the old disc, and my computer doesn't have a disc drive to begin with, so this is the only digital version of the game that I have. But the complete edition is basically the platinum edition. I don't know if there's really any differences between the two, except that the complete edition's a digital version. I'm pretty sure I'm not sure if you can get platinum on digital. I don't know if it's on. I think it used to be on Steam, but then it got removed from Steam. So, anyways, here we are. It doesn't matter. We're here in Roller Coaster Tycoon 3, which I did a poll not too long ago, and you guys voted that Roller Coaster Tycoon 3 was the best of the original 3 Roller Coaster Tycoons. I was expecting it to be this or Roller Coaster Tycoon 2, but you guys all agreed that it's Roller Coaster Tycoon 3. And I have to say, I probably spent more time in Roller Coaster Tycoon 3 than any of them, kind of closely followed behind Roller Coaster Tycoon 2, and I still revisit all 3 of them today. But if we go into play here, there's different things you can do. You can do sandbox, career mode, which is all your scenarios, and they also have custom scenario, which was also in Roller Coaster Tycoon 2 as well. So I'd love to maybe do some custom scenarios at some point to kind of compare it to Planet Coaster. I might even do a video comparing Planet Coaster to Roller Coaster Tycoon 3, because Roller Coaster Tycoon 3 is better than Planet Coaster in certain ways. That's not to say that Planet Coaster is bad or anything, but Roller Coaster Tycoon 3 had some stuff that Planet Coaster doesn't, like lots and lots of flat rides and different coaster types that are just, it's ridiculous the list that they had. So for this, we're gonna head into the sandbox first. I might go into, I might eventually go into a scenario. I'm not sure if I'll finish it for this video, but we'll see. But we're gonna go into the sandbox, and I'm gonna show you what I mean about what we get in this game. Now I don't have any custom scenery objects, or I don't have any custom or mods in the game, which I think you still can import if you want to in the complete edition. As far as I know, you can. And I just might do that sometime, just to go back to it for old time's sakes, because if you go into the path builder, it's literally just the grid builder like the last 2 games, and there's some custom scenery where you can make it look like it's a little bit where you can do curved paths and stuff. It's just path covers, and you hide this underneath it, is basically what it was. But if you go into here, you can see all the different rides. Look at all these thrill rides that we get in Roller Coaster Tycoon 3. There's a lot of thrill rides in here that I would love to have in Planet Coaster that is not in Planet Coaster, but is in Roller Coaster Tycoon 3. So these are all the thrill rides, which that's just the thrill rides alone. You have like these guys, you have, oh, here we go, Barnstormer, Buck and Bull, Chair Swing, Claw of Doom, Discus, we have a Disco. So this is not in Planet Coaster that I wish was just a normal disco. We have like the Magic Carpet, which is a variant of this, but it has like the little airtime hill in the middle, but we don't have a regular disco like we should. So that's a ride that I wish was in Planet Coaster. One of the ones that I really wish was in Planet Coaster. Double Sky Wheel, double swinging inverter. Here's the Enterprise. There is an Enterprise in Planet Coaster, but it is, I think the one in Planet Coaster is themed. If we go here, they even had like a themed version of the chair swing right there. Flying Carpet. This is another one that's not in Planet Coaster. That I absolutely love this. I love this this ride in real life. I've only been on one, but I remember loving the heck out of it. Oh, I love Chaos. I've been on one of these as well. This is a fun ride as well, and it looks so cool when it runs. Like just watch it. Just watch it. It's one of the more aesthetically pleasing rides for some reason. I don't know, it just looks cool while it's running, when it's running. When those seats rotate like that, once it really starts going. I always thought that was such a cool ride. That's one that's not in Planet Coaster. Insanity, Chaos, like again, there's a lot of them. Launched Free Fall, that has adjustable heights. Just gotta throw that in there. Adjustable heights. Something I wish they would have added in an update or something. Whoa, look! You got Rocktopus and we have Octopus here. So that's still in there. Parachute Drop is one of those that I feel like should have been in Planet Coaster, but it's not. The ride list in this is just insanely good. Riptide. That's a good one. But man, just the ride list. If you have both expansions, the ride list in this game is insane. Because the expansions added a lot. It did add a lot. There's the Twirler. That one is in Planet Coaster, but Zipper, Top Spinner, Top Spin. But the list is just so huge. And this is just thrill rides. And then we have Sky Swing. We literally have a Sky Coaster, basically. I think is what they usually are called. So, but like this is in Roller Coaster Tycoon 3, which is just crazy to me. Like, and you see these in parks once in a while, and usually they're upcharge attractions. So that's what they usually are, upcharge attractions. But my goodness, it was so cool to have all these options. We haven't even gotten to the coasters yet, which is even more impressive. So we even have like these guys, little Gravitrons, a Sky Sling. Like, this is why I think a lot of people have not left Roller Coaster Tycoon 3 for Planet Coaster. And I can understand why. Like, I don't go like, I can't believe you haven't switched or anything like that. I don't do that because I can understand why people still have, where this is more appealing to them, because they have all these options for rides. There's just so many. There's so many, and I wish Planet Coaster had this many. If not more, you know? I wish it would have kept going with the maybe DLCs could have added enough, you know, more ride DLCs or a ride expansion pack. But with the expansion packs, man, this list is just elite to me. The rides list. Motion Simulator was in the original first 3 games on Planet Coaster. Just the amount here is just crazy to me of how many rides you were able to get in this game. Like, you have everything from Planet Coaster and more, you know. There's maybe a few rides that Planet Coaster might have that Roller Coaster Tycoon doesn't, but it's very few. And look, this is also cool. They have 3 different options. You have thrill rides, gentle rides, but you also have junior rides for little kids, like Dinosaur Round. This is a little tiny kids ride. This is something Planet Coaster doesn't have, like a really small children rides. I mean, granted, they don't have many. They have a few here, like this one. Like I said, granted, not many. They don't have many, but it's still more than Planet Coaster has. Flying saucers, merry-go-rounds, and then that's your gentle. But yeah, we have teacups, spiral slide, snake spiral slide, kind of Reese's peanut butter cups. A couple different themed of some of the same different themes of the same ride. A few of, and then we have the gentle rides, aquarium. Because again, this had zoos and water parks. How crazy is that? That's why Roller Coaster Tycoon 3, I think, won that vote, because it just has so much content in it. You can create aquariums, something I wish Planet Zoo at least had. And it came with a soaked expansion too, which makes sense. And then golf. I want to make golf. They have Crooked Houses, which is kind of like a walkthrough attraction. That's not in Planet Coaster. Dolphin shows. You have to put it in the water, I think, actually. And then there was actually like a lion show, killer whale show. There's a concert. I remember the concert. It had that weird one character. Karaaki or whatever. It'd be cool to be able to play stages like this. Like, and if you're in Planet Coaster, you could probably theme it up a little bit too if you wanted to add on to it. So cool. I don't know if it actually makes sound. It might make sound. No music. Oh, I see. You might have to open it to do that. Oh, I remember Space Degrade. This one was one of my favorites because it's so creepy. That's one thing. The generic music in this game was also top tier, just like Roller Coaster Tycoon 1 and 2. Like the music that they had in it, so good. What other stuff did we have? This is crazy, the stuff that's in here. House of Fun. This makes me want to go back and just build a full park in Roller Coaster Tycoon 3. Trampoline, Western Wheel. There's a Wild West show. Like, jeez. The park inspector was really cool too. I like the idea of the park inspector. That goes around and reports everything, you know. And then you have zoo animals, slides, pools, water rides, which wasn't really like your water rides. Like if you're like talking about log flumes and river rapids, it's in the coasters. So now that's just the flat rides and such. We haven't even gotten to the coaster list. Look at this thing. Look how many coaster types there are. And going at the top here, you have air-powered, which I believe is like Dododampa. I think, which is what I think this is. I'm not entirely sure. Straight to vertical. Oh, yeah, so you could do this and go... Very, very crazy. And then, one that I just remembered was, you have alpine coasters. There's literally alpine coasters in the game. Where you could literally do an alpine coaster on a mountain or something. Like, alpine coaster. You have your bobsled coaster, coaster ball, which I think is like a Zaxspin. Intamin Zaxspin, and then you have your SLC, which is your compact inverted coaster. You have your corkscrew coaster, like your classic era corkscrew dinghy slide, so you can literally just do a slide. These, kind of like if you've ever been to Sodar City back in the day, they used to have one of these called Waterboggen, so it's cool that I could actually make that if I wanted to. Dizzy Dropper, they had some crazy models in here too that don't even exist as well. I think there's one called a splitting coaster that's not even real. But Dizzy Dropper, I think these exist. Drifting coaster, that's where the coaster kind of can drift off the track. That's actually one of the interesting ones. Extended coaster, I use that one quite a bit. And then we have floorless coaster, like a B&M floorless. There's a B&M flyer. We have flying turns, which is a wooden bobsled. We have a giant flume, so like a giant water giant flume, like your tidal waves. Intamin Giga coaster, basically. You have your glider, which is like one of those really bad flying coasters that everyone hates. You have your half pipe coaster. So we have that Heartline coaster. So this was kind of like I remember those. And then Hershey Storm Runner. You have your Arrow / Morgan Hyper coaster right here. Hyper Twister coaster. So that's kind of like I think like Goliath at your Giovanola Hyper. I think so like Goliath at Magic Mountain. B&M Invert, we have inverted hairpin coaster, we have inverted impulse coaster, like I can't believe how big this was, inverted shuttle coaster, so like in Vertigo, I think this is like the giant inverted boomerang, for the inverted vertical shuttle, and then we have inverted wild mouse, Junior coaster, LIM launch coaster, so kind of like your Premier Rides launch coaster. There's your Flying Dutchman lay down coaster. Log flume, so you like your classic log flume. Looping roller coaster. Yeah, mine ride, mine train, mini coaster, mini suspended flying, multi-dimension, so your 4D pipeline coaster. Another one that, man, there's just so many in here that's not in Planet Coaster. Reverse freefall coaster. Reverser coaster, river rapids. There's 2 different river rapids, by the way. That's just the normal one. There's actually another one you can use. Robotic coaster. They even had the robotic coaster and roller soaker. They had a roller soaker in here. Rotating tower coaster. Sea Serpent's Shuttle, which is basically a monorail coaster that's interesting. Side Friction Coaster, so like Hop the Gaps. Sky Rider, that was another interesting one. They have a mock spinning coaster in this game. I didn't realize this until I kind of prepared for this video, because like I was looking through them yesterday before I was recording this, and there's a mock spinning coaster. Not like your extreme spinning coaster, that was way before mock spinning coasters, but they even had a normal mock spinner. And it can do corkscrews too. Like, you could make this invert if you wanted to, I've noticed as well, which is just ridiculous. Spinning Wild Mouse, a spiral coaster, which I think is kind of like the original Zambezi Zigger at Worlds of Fun. They can have those spiral lifts. I think that's what it is. Splash Boats. There's the splitting coaster. That's a weird one. I wonder if that was a concept that just never actually happened and they put it in the game. Here's your stand-up coaster, like a Togo stand-up, I think. And then you have your stand-up twister coaster, so your B&M stand-up. Your strata coaster, like Top Thrill Dragster, King to Ka. Suspended swinging coaster, but it's kind of got that weird airplane thing. Tilt coaster. A tilt coaster was in this game. Something that's not in Planet Coaster. Towering coaster. Turbo bikes. Twister coasters, like your B&M sit down. Vertical drop coasters, which is like your B&M dive, I believe. And then they have the Virginia Reel. Like, come on. Water coaster, which I think is more like a Premier Rides water coaster. And here's your White Water Rapids, which is another River Rapids ride. And then Wild Mouse coaster, Wooden coaster, which is like your GCI, and then Wooden Wild Mine and Wooden Wild. Like, my gosh. This coaster list is absolutely stacked, and it's absolutely insane. I want to take a look at the tilt coaster real quick. That's what I want to do. Let's do the tilt coaster real quick. We're going to do a big enough lift. Let's do a little pre-drop. And make a turnaround, and then it's probably like its only tilt section. There it is. That's so insanely cool. I love that. They had tilt coasters in this game, bruh. Give it a loop. Because why not? And let's do a... Do we have large corkscrew? Yes. Even though it was pre-built sections, it was still a solid coaster builder, I guess you could say. And let's just throw some random airtime hills at the end, because why not? We're gonna do a big bank, unrealistic bank turn, because realism's what I care about in this, totally. Gotta line it up, line it up, line it up, line it up. I still need one more. There we go. Then we can hit those brakes. Brakes. There we go. I just want to see the tilt coaster in action. I don't care if the layout's realistic. I just want to see it in action. I want to see it tilting. Go ahead and fast forward. Like, if you could do if you put some custom supports on this from custom scenery and stuff, you can make this look pretty legit. Oh gosh, it tilts so fast. And there it goes. But man, I want a tilt coaster in Planet Coaster. Airtime! That's so cool. Let's recolor it. I hate... The one thing I did hate is how it made everything black when you first started building coasters. Like, why does everything have to be black? And don't even get me started on the coaster supports. They're so bad, the auto-generated coaster supports. They're all the same for everyone. All of them, and they're all just these little sticks. It's so bad. Had to do custom supports on everything back in these days. Because these were just so Whoa. So bad. But yeah. It definitely makes me want to install some custom scenery packs and stuff like that. Like I said, and you could, there was people that you could install, you could import custom flat rides too. There was more flat rides to choose from. There was flat rides that you could put in the game that weren't in the game. It allowed for that custom, or those modding was, the modding was A tier in this game, or S tier, whatever the highest tier is. We also have transport rides, airboat, like what the heck, chairlift, elephant transport, elevators. I wish we had elevators in Planet Coaster. That would be so cool. Monorails, and then you have your steam trains, safari train. These transport rides are also amazing. And then you had your other rides and attractions. These are kind of like your dark rides, kind of. You have your observation tower as well, go-karts, Hershey's Kissing Tower. Yeah, there's a lot of different things on here. The steeplechase is on here too. Wow. The steeplechase is on here. You even have steeplechase. That's crazy. I'm still on Lift Hill. Wow. Wow, 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 wow. That's insane. It's so cool. So cool. That's gonna give you some G's right there. I would almost die. I would almost, like, I would kill for a remastered version of Coaster Tycoon 3. So basically, I would, like, updated path system, like Planet Coaster. If y'all keep going on about Planet Coaster's path system, I'm not saying it's perfect, but this is what we had to work with back in the day, okay? Y'all are spoiled if you're complaining about Planet Coaster's path. We had to stick with a grid. We had to do grid paths back in the day for the longest time. The longest time. No curved paths. Everything was still grid-based. You know what I'm saying? Granted, we did have custom scenery that could change that for us. That could make that difference for us. So with custom scenery, it wasn't too bad, but you had to do a lot. There was a lot you had to do. I want to see people get into this concert. Yeah, I already have it open. Space Gray was a good one. Salsa. Girls Like Spice. Oh, I remember that one. Gothic Moon. Nemesis Quest. Witch Doctor. Rock Like a Dude. I remember this one. Rock Like a Dude. Man, some of these are just classics at this point. And Summer Air. Come on. The original you know, start screen of it, you know, just India Birds, Travel Wild. Oh, here she comes. Here comes Kara. I think. The lights are so cool. Where's Kara? There she is. Look at this dude. Look at that dude go. Look He's rocking out. He's a fan. Really good value. Here goes! Oh, she's already gone. That was a short concert. Oh, man. Memories. But man, the amount of stuff you could do. Had the pools that you could do. And then you had like, oh, you could do like rounded edges. Look at that. You really wanted rounded edges? That was an option. That's cool. You had different options. That's so cool. So the way this system kind of worked, you had to make some of these and then you had to, basically you made a changing room and then that would connect with the regular paths. So after you made this changing room, the guests could go basically into the water park. So this was kind of like your transition into your water park. So, and then these would be your water park. And you could do slides, body slides. They had a few different things. A lazy river, raft ride. And then I think this was your water coaster, I think. I think that's what that is. I could be wrong. And then they had the big bowl that you could do. Inflatable ship. So what we could do is put this inflatable ship here, and then you'd have to throw some water in. So they would fall into the water, you know. As for the inflatable ship, how do they get on here? Do you have to do this? I think. Hopefully. I don't think it had an entrance and exit that you did here. As far as I know, I don't think it did. As for the regular water slides, I think it did. So what we would have to do is like, another section here. Just had to make an emergency stop. Uh-oh. We'll do this. And then if we went into water slides, they even had designs for you that you could use. Daredevil. I want to use Daredevil. Alright, and then of course you would have to add an entrance and exit, right? Oh wait, no, you just add like stairs, I think it was. Yeah, you'd go to the stairway here. And then you would just create... Oops. You'd have to create a stairway going around and down and all that fun stuff. Bum ba-dum ba-da-dum bum ba-dum bum bum ba-dum. Ba-da-dum bum ba-dum bum bum ba-dum ba-da-dum bum ba-dum bum bum ba-dum ba-da-dum bum ba-dum bum bum ba-dum. I mean, it was very limited of what you could do with this, but just having the option of water parks was already kind of cool. You can have water parks in here, so best reliability, safest park, tidiest park. That's another thing I wish, or I missed. Those were awards that you got. You know, you get awards for stuff, you know, safest park, most reliable park, stuff like that. They took that away in Planet Coaster. You don't get that in Planet Coaster. There's not really an award system. It'd be cool if they could make like the Golden Ticket Awards. That'd be awesome. Like if you opened a new coaster and it would be the best new ride at the end of the year. It would win the award for best new ride. Or you have like this crazy awesome steel coaster and it could win best steel coaster. You know, just stuff like that. I love how the supports disappeared just slightly when you zoom out. No one's gone to the water park. Or are they closed? Oh, they're not even open, that's why. The changing rooms are closed. But then you could go into our stalls, shop stalls. There's a lot of options. Do they have funnel cakes? Because that's something Planet Coaster doesn't have, is funnel cakes. How do you not have funnel cakes in a theme park sim? Oh, I'm not seeing them in here either. Roller Coaster Tycoon 3 not have funnel cakes? How dare. I know you could do custom stalls too, which was also awesome. And then you had a swimsuit stall. It'd give the peeps some better swimsuits before they went in. Look at all these different things. You gotta have balloons. Everyone's gotta start having balloons. I was so pumped. I played so many hours of this game. I was so pumped. And then when I remember seeing custom scenery for the first time, and I was just blown away. Like, that's awesome. I was like, how did they make their paths look like that? How does their support structures look like that? How did they do that? And then I looked further into it, and that's when I found custom scenery. And I was like, no way. So I immediately started installing custom scenery, and it was the best thing ever. It just was the best thing ever. I loved it. And then, of course, introducing the day-night cycle, being able to ride the rides. Yeah. It was a big deal back then. This game was revolutionary, because, you know, you take basically all the stuff from the original games, you know, the first two. You're in 3D now, so obviously the graphics haven't aged too well, because this is when 3D games are still kind of first coming out and stuff, so the graphics may not be great, but I think for 2004, it could have been worse. They're not too bad. I want to make sure this guy survives going down this narrow strip of water. Yeah, you had water. The only thing I hated is, like, people would take a swim where you would make it just for the slide, but they would actually swim in that, and you didn't want them to swim in that most of the time. Yeah, you could do lazy rivers. Enterprise is broken. Hire more mechanics. Oh yeah, I don't have any mechanics. Mechanics! I need you. Go fix stuff. While we're at it, we'll hire a janitor. There you go. Go clean some stuff. Man. Ahead of its time, man. Ahead of its time. In some spots. Like, I mean, to be able to do zoos. I mean, we're talking about doing zoos as well. You could have zoo animals. And for zoos, all you would do is this. And then I think you just connect the pathways to there, yeah. And then you'd find your animals. It was very simple. Like, it wasn't like super crazy. Put some elephants in there. And then you would have like little zoo exhibits and stuff like that. Pretty cool. Very, very cool. And I think there was scenery. If you go to the scenery here, I think there was stuff you can put in for them. I'm not entirely sure. I'm pretty sure. Like, I don't remember if you had to like worry about like feeding them and stuff like that. Yeah. See, health, hunger, habitat, and all that stuff were factors. So when we, trying to remember where those items were. It's been so long since I've been in there. Are they in here? Import track designs from previous Roller Coaster Tycoon titles. Oh yeah, you can import... You can import tracks from Roller Coaster Tycoon 1 and 2, I think. Which is just ridiculous. That's awesome. I forgot that you could do that as well. Oh, here they are. They're in the habitat enclosure. So we need to find something that elephants would like. Quite durable. Viewing galleries. Here we go. Oh yeah, we need a little... Watch out. Elephant house here. We probably should have made their enclosure a little bigger for being elephants, you know. They need a little more space. There we go. And I kind of put that in backwards, but that's okay. It's fine. I don't know what they would like to play with here. Maybe like the... They might like the balls. Ice meat block. Meeting aggressive animals. Iced fruit. They might like fruit. I don't know. This elephant's inside the... Hopefully I didn't get him stuck. But yeah, it wasn't too crazy in depth or anything. But, you know, it's all good. I think you had to hire zookeepers as well. That was another thing, another person you'd have to hire. Yeah, zookeeper, animal keeper. Just put them inside and they take care of everything. Tasks. Clear dung. Fill trials. Okay, oh yeah, we need to feed them. We need to give them stuff for feeding. Enclosure, animal houses, viewing galleries. I would think it would be somewhere in here, but unless it's part of this. Where are the feeding stations or whatnot? I don't know where they're at. Unless they're part of this, maybe. Feeding frequency. Okay, I think it's part of this. I think they just feed it. Oh yeah, they're inside there. Okay, never mind. I kind of remember now. But yeah, you could do zoos inside, concerts, like, you had so many options in Roller Coaster Tycoon 3. I mean, the game itself without custom scenery didn't look great, but once you got some custom scenery in here, you could do some pretty cool stuff. Let's go ahead and head out of here, now that we kind of took a look at the base game a little bit. Oops, I accidentally started gaming again. Darn it! I didn't mean to go there. I really didn't mean to go there. It's okay, it's gonna load pretty... I remember I didn't have a computer that could handle this at first. So you could go RCT3, start new career, we'll just call ourselves JLW Games, and go. So we had Vanilla Hills was the first one, that one's okay. Dynamite, or this one kind of reminded me of Dynamite Dunes and Roller Coaster Tycoon 1, which is, this one's Gold Rush, which is kind of like a Western style. We had Checkered Flag, we had Box Office, which was kind of a cool concept, and then you had Fright Night, which is like spooky, oh. And then you had Go With The Flow, and then the rest of them were locked until you started winning some of these, so. Which one do I want to do, though? I would say Vanilla Hills, but it's too vanilla. There's not much to it. I either want to do Gold Rush or Fright Night. Fright Night was pretty cool. Let's do Fright Night. I'm not sure if I'll finish this scenario in this you know, revisiting, but we're gonna take a look. I remember when I finally got a PC that could run this game, like the loading was so much slower. Oh yeah, that's right, you have 3 different things here. That's one thing I did like about that. You had objectives: apprentice, entrepreneur, and tycoon. So we need 2 coasters, minimum length of 524 feet, monthly income of $200. Alright, so we already have 1 coaster in here that's awesome, built on this mountain. I thought the design of this park was pretty, this scenario was actually pretty cool. So it was pretty neat. So we already have 1 coaster. We need to build another coaster. We have $10,000 to work with again. And that's probably just enough money to kind of get started with a roller coaster. So basically we need to make a roller coaster and get our ride income up. As for this, 2 coasters, conditioning me. Okay, so it was always worth noting to go through these, because you could knock them all out with 1 coaster if you're talented enough, because it said I might have to add some more rides too to get that ride income. But if we can do the Tycoon, because obviously excitement rating 5, and then it's just the same thing except you have to get bigger ones, so you might as well go for the big one with a minimum length of 1500 and an excitement rating of at least 7. Do they both need 7 excitement rating? Does this one already have excitement rating of 7? Oh yeah, it's over 8. So this one already counts. We just need to build another coaster that has the same excitement rating, basically. So I wonder if we could knock all this out easily. This could be an easy one, maybe, if we have the right coaster. Though we could do a laydown coaster. Maybe a Flying Dutchman would be a good idea. Jetstream. Excitement rating's not quite high enough. This one is Whirlpool, but is it long enough? Ride length, definitely long enough. What were the other things? Oh, that's it. So we could literally plop down, if we wanted to, plop down Whirlpool here, but we need $20,000, of course. We could plop that down. If we got the 20K, we could plop that down, and that would actually achieve our goal. So at least for the coaster. Let's go ahead and do a laydown coaster, as it's called. Which is basically your Vekoma Flying Dutchman. Okay, we'll do a lift hill. Remember, we gotta get the excitement rating up on this ride, so it's got to be big. It's got to be big. We're gonna go across the path here. Oh, a half loop would be really kind of cool. Let's do a half loop, because then that will rotate us inverted, because this would make sense to do invert like that. Alright, let's go ahead and bank it. And we'll do a small turn, go up over here. Do kind of a steep drop. Maybe even do a, need to do a, can we do an inverted corkscrew? Can we not do an inverted corkscrew? Really? I can do an overbank, which actually would be really cool, but to do that I think we have to go a little bit further down like this. Ah, cut it. I hate it when it cuts into the... cuts in like that. Because then it doesn't disappear if you try to fix it. I was hoping we could do a corkscrew, an inverted corkscrew, but I guess you can't. So that kind of sucks. Wanted to do kind of like a little overbank, but I might do a virtual test so we can see what it does. Large. Oh, can we do a small overbank? I don't know if we'll have enough momentum to get through that. And it's very expensive. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Do a loop maybe? Not that way. This way. I don't know, might struggle going through that one. Maybe. Maybe not. Alright, we'll do a high-speed turn here. We're running out of money already. We probably need to look at getting it back to the station here soon. And we gotta hope that the excitement rating's high enough, too. Let's do it inline, like a little inline twist here. And we'll bank it back here. So now we're back on our back. That makes sense. Now we can do regular corkscrews. Don't have enough funds. Dang, did I spend money that fast? Alright, that should be... definitely have the 1500. I'm gonna go ahead and change the colors of this. We're gonna go nightmare purple colors. Yeah, that looks good. That looks good. Become a Flying Dutchman. Perfect. All right, now it's dark. Let's see. Let's check to see if we can do some loan. I didn't click on that. I probably did, but I didn't. Oh yeah, we can do some loans here. We can only go to $5,000 though. That does make it a little challenging. All right. Large corkscrew. There we go. Cannot place. Oh, I'm a little close to the. Oops. All right, we don't have to be super good looking or realistic here. Okay. Let's hit the block brakes. Block brakes are, if I remember right, they're actually pretty expensive. Okay, so if we can get this piece back. Oh gosh, that would not be good. Without that banking, it would be a little intense. Because we've probably still got some pretty big speeds going on here. Let's just hit, let's just hit some brakes here. It's struggling. Watch our money, too. Watch the money. Yes, kid. Cat. Hold on. Alright. We can try this. We can adjust it if it's too extreme, but let's give it a shot here. I want to see where it's going. Alright. Does make it through the loop alright. Had to make an emergency stop. Uh-oh. It goes through that turn a little fast. We'll see. Consider moving your mechanics or hiring more. Intensity, excitement's just over 700. Let's go. Drop results. Let's drop. It's surely over 1,500 feet long. Ride length just over. Nice. All right, it meets the criteria of what we need, so that's good. Why is the exit not working? Is that elevated? If so, why isn't this one? That's confusing to me. No, we probably should. Why is the exit messed up here? What is going on with this exit? Exits. Move it over here. That's better. There we go. Okay, so now we just gotta focus on the ride income. Admission price, we can definitely get a lot more money out of this. It's kinda suck that you can't type it in. Can I get $6 for this ride? Let's see. Yeah, of course we can. That will earn us some money. Do we have any... Do we even have a mechanic? We don't. But you can see that 2 coasters, it meets that requirement. And minimum excitement, it meets that requirement too. Why is it not... Density, excitement's over 7. The excitement is over 7. So why is it not giving me a check mark there? Minimum excitement, 7. Maybe people have to write it first. I think that's what it was. I could be wrong. I'm like, excuse me? But it does meet those writing requirements. Like I said, it probably has to be open first. Probably should have put 2 trains on. Oh well. House of Divination. Okay, that's this ride. Let's get a second mechanic in here who can fix that. Give him a patrol area. You can have this ride, and he can also have... Hey! You can also have that right down there. So we passed our apprentice objective. Yeah, see, it's not giving us that. It gave us this one, but it's not giving us the Tycoon. 2 coasters. 7 excitement. Does this one not have 7 excitement? I thought it had 9. Yeah, it's 7.9. Excitement's over 7 on that one. Excitement's over 7 on this one. Something's fishy here. And there's the ride result. It's 2,000. It's over 2,000 feet. It meets those requirements. I don't know what this is on, but I didn't give me that check mark. Maybe it's because I got to get past the entrepreneur before this one will even show up. Maybe. That could be a thing, because it's check marked on here. And I don't think it was check marked before. Maybe it wasn't. Oh, I got to repay my loan for this one. Let's check how much money we are making on ride tickets. We made 700 last time. Okay, that's good. As long as we continue with that, we'll be golden. That we might be able to pass this pretty easily, actually. All we gotta do is pay off our loan, which is 5,000 right now, and I can pay a lot of it off already. I just got 2,000 more dollars. Let's see, are we making money? Let's watch the money meter here. Looks like we're losing money, actually. Since it rains a lot, can we add a, I can't remember if information kiosks sell umbrellas in Roller Coaster Tycoon 3. I want to say they do. Oh, I don't have enough funds for... How much does it cost to build a... It's $250. I have $238. Darn. How much am I charging for this? $1? I can probably charge more than that. Thoughts. What is the excitement rate on this? Low. Might not be able to get much more than $1, but we're gonna raise prices a little bit. Winged Rat doesn't have any nearby mechanics. Where is Winged Rat? Wait, is this Winged Rat? Oh, that's Skull Swinger. Where's Winged Rat at? Oh, that's just following Park Inspector. Oh gosh, it's so dark when you zoom out. This ride's so far out there that I don't know if it's probably not making any money. Oh, this is Winged Rat. There's no thoughts on it. Oh, it's broken down. That's very bad. Because that's probably one of our bigger money-making rides. Okay, this guy does not have... Let's use this guy because he doesn't have any... Boards. Oh yeah, you can train staff members too, I remember. Remember that. Go. Okay, well, I had a little bit of a hiccup there, so, I ran out of space on my, hard drive, and I had to clear some space up. Thankfully, I didn't lose too much footage, I don't think, so we're back in here. This ride got fixed, and what I can't remember if I got this information kiosk or not, but we got an information kiosk, and, everything's fine. Everything's fine now. So don't panic, we're fine. I was just looking at my financing, so I didn't really build much of anything, so we're good. So you can see last month we had made $759, so that's good. And if we can get it up to back over 1,000, we just need to pay off our loan, basically. What is our loan interest right now? Oh yeah, we're only paying $16 a month, so that's not too bad. Nothing too crazy there. Shop sells. Shops are looking like they're in the positive, so that's good. Staff wages. Gotta watch out for that because I do want a janitor. Can I clean up some of these, clean up some stuff? Or do I have a janitor? I thought I just saw some puke, but I don't see it now. Oh, we do have a janitor. Cool. Never mind. We do have a janitor, so we're fine. Everything is just fine. To get gold, all we have to do is basically... all we're gonna have to do is get rid of this. Peeps are hungry. Alright. Let's add some food stalls. Well, I guess all we have is hot dogs. That's all you get, is hot dogs. Sorry, guys. All you're gonna get is hot dogs. Alright, so maybe that will kind of boost our shop sales a little bit, too, so... everyone's hungry. Mechanic 1 is unhappy. Why is he unhappy? Board. I hate working here. Why? Maybe some extra money will help you. Actually, let's train you. $50, we can do that. Okay, it looks like his happiness is up. Hopefully. Hopefully he's fine. If not, well, I don't know what to say. I can only do so much. All your mechanics are zoned, but none cover lay down Coaster 2's entrance. Okay, good call. Thanks. This is why I like the ride inspector. He keeps us in a good place here. All right. What's you're that one. Okay, mechanic 1. Your area is over here, so let's get you to cover lay down Coaster. I think that's the only rides we have, actually, so there, problem solved. I don't know what I called this ride. I didn't rename it. We'll call it Nightmare, because that's an intimidating name. Alright, we're over $1,000. We're enough over where I think we can pay off another $1,000 of loan. And all we gotta do is pay off another $1,000 and we will get this done. And then all we have to do is Tycoon, which I think we've already gotten done, basically. Alright, so let's fast forward a little bit. Attraction, Haunted Hotel. Ooh. I'm glad I am honestly glad I caught that my recording stopped as early as I did, or I probably would have went to the end and not realize it, so I would have lost all that footage, but it's all good. We're fine now. Everything's fine. Man, we're in the money, though. Look at our money go up. Look at our money go up. We're almost back up to 500 already. All we need to do is make a little bit more money, and we'll have this scenario done, which is actually faster than any of the other scenarios I did in Coaster Tycoon 1 or 2. Still broken down. Oh, well, he's heading to it. He's on top of things. Let's train him. I'm going to train him as well, and pay him a little extra for it. How much research are we doing? We probably don't need to spend much on research. We'll probably spend a little less, because in fact we'll spend $10 on research, so we can make more money. That's what we need. We just need a little bit more money. And research can save us, that could save us like almost $200, so, a month. So, I'm going to take that $200. Like, this scenario is pretty cool, though. Like, just landscaping and a little bit of building they did. It's very simple, not too big, not very big, but effective, you know? Just effective. And it rains a lot. It does rain a lot. What are everyone's thoughts here? No one has thoughts on that coaster. There goes. Nightmare is a really good value. Oh, boy. Give me that extra money. Oh, we're over 1,000. Let's go. All right. And boom. So I think I simultaneously beat the Tycoon one too. So we beat it! Yay! Awesome. We did it. My game dat. What should we save this as? What is the name of this park, actually? That's my question. What is the name of this park? Fright Night. Oh, yeah. Fight Nights. That's what it should be named. Alright. Fright Night. Save. In case I ever want to revisit my, thing. So we unlocked another one. Broom Lake. Anytime you, I think, get Tycoon on one or everything, you unlock more. So cool. Save first. Oh, it just saved it. Okay. Alright, so that is kind of a small revisiting of Roller Coaster Tycoon 3. Let me know in the comment section if you want to see more of Roller Coaster Tycoon 3. It's been an awesome journey to revisit all of these games. Maybe I can revisit Roller Coaster Tycoon World, right? No, that's probably not. Yeah, I'm not going to do that. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video in this little small series. If you want to see me play more of these classic RCT games, let me know, and I'll be sure to come back to them maybe and see what we can do. So it's been so much fun, and I will see you guys next time. So thank you guys so much for watching. Have a great day and a cool tomorrow, and I'll see you guys next time. Thanks so much, and goodbye.